Hello everyone, it's so nice you are coming across this video. The purpose of this video is to take us through an introduction to auxiliary views of geometrical solid. Now, before you can draw in auxiliary views or projection, we need a background knowledge of our orthographic projection, either in first angle or third angle orthographic projection, and also the conversion of orthographic projection to isometric drawing. So you need a solid knowledge of that. If you have not looked at that before, or you don't have solid background of that, you can take a look at that in my video. I've done drawings on orthographic projection, either in first angle or third angle orthographic projection, and the conversion of orthographic projection to isometric projection. But the purpose of this video is that I'm going to be introducing us to auxiliary views of geometrical solid. But before we go deep down into that, now if you look at this diagram that we have here, the views that we have here, it is an orthographic view of a rectangular box. Okay, so using this rectangular box as as an example. Now we look at it. Now if you look at this, this is first angle orthographic projection. Okay, this is the elevation, while this is the plan. So it's more or less like this. Okay, this is our elevation. Okay, this is our elevation. If this box is tilted like this in an isometric form, and we are looking in this direction here, okay, looking in this direction here, this is my front view. You can see this is the front view looking in this direction. Then from this top, now this is the plan. Okay, then when we view from this side, okay, from this side, now we are going to be seeing this. So it's the exploded form of this box is what we are having here in first angle orthographic projection. Now, why am I doing this? I want us to use this to explain what auxiliary views are. Auxiliary views are orthographic views or projection obtained on any plane other than horizontal, vertical, or auxiliary vertical plane. Now, when an object is viewed at an angle, when you view an object at an angle other than 90 degree, okay, its surface, the to its surface, the lines of projection from each other point on the object in that direction of view is called auxiliary projection. Now, this is what I mean by that. Now, if we view this, we can view this object now from any angle other than 90 degree. Okay, we can, if you view this object at any angle and we project lines, okay, from this object, now from this place, now we project lines down, a particular angle will be given to us. Then we project lines at that particular angle down from each corner or each edges of the diagram like this, projecting the line down. So the view that is going to be formed is going to give us is what we call auxiliary projection. Okay, as well we can also project lines from here as well in this way. Okay, when we are looking from this direction, we project lines this way, this way, this way, this way. So the view is going to give us is auxiliary projection. Now, if the lines are projected from this side like this, if we project a line from this side, so the view is going to give us is known as, because we are projecting from this elevation. Don't forget that this is elevation. We are projecting lines from this elevation. Okay, so the view is going to give us is what we call first auxiliary plan. okay, because we are projecting from the elevation. Okay, I will repeat that now. When we project from this point, from each of the edges of this elevation, okay, because we are projecting from the elevation, the view is going to give us is, that means we are drawing the auxiliary, either first auxiliary plan, okay. Using the plan, we transfer what we have on the plan to the view. Yeah, I'm still going to do that. I'm just explaining. I want you to have this background knowledge of auxiliary view. Then when we are projecting from this corner of this plan, this is the plan. If we are projecting like this, okay, from this corner, so the view is going to give us is what we call auxiliary elevation. Okay, don't get that mixed up, okay, because we are projecting from the edges of the plan, okay, which is going to go this way. So the view is going to give us is what we call auxiliary elevation, or we say first auxiliary elevation. Okay, talking about first auxiliary elevation or first auxiliary plan, okay, is just the view that is gotten from the main elevation or from the main or initial elevation or initial plan. Okay, so we call it what? First auxiliary elevation or plan, depending on where we are drawing from. If we are drawing from this, view here now, because this is elevation, okay, and we project that, so we call that first auxiliary plan. Okay, so if we are projecting from this view now, okay, we call that what? First auxiliary elevation. So second, when we talk about second auxiliary plan or elevation now, that one is gotten from first auxiliary elevation or first auxiliary plan. Okay, now let me make it a little bit more clearer. Now, if for instance we are drawing in second auxiliary projection, okay, there will be need for us to do the first auxiliary. So anyone I draw using this now, when I'm doing the auxiliary now, the auxiliary projection, or the auxiliary elevation or the auxiliary plan, okay, whatever I get, okay, the from this side now, like I said, this will give us the auxiliary plan. Okay, so when I project further from the auxiliary plan, okay, that is first auxiliary plan. So when I project further, so what I'm going to get is what? Second auxiliary elevation, not plan. Now second auxiliary elevation. Okay, now from the second auxiliary elevation, when I project further, okay, when I project further again at the given angle given to us, the view we are going to get is what? Third auxiliary. I hope that is clear. When I get this now, I get what? First auxiliary plan. From the first auxiliary plan, okay, I get what? Second auxiliary elevation. Okay, now from the second auxiliary elevation, I will get what? Third auxiliary plan. I hope that is clear. So back to this now. I want to focus on this, the elevation and the plan. So we can have a question now that says, draw the auxiliary plan and elevation of the given views below. Okay, let me write in that question now. No, this is the question now. The question says we should draw the auxiliary plan and elevation of the given views below. This view now, I've been able to put dimension in this, okay, but don't forget auxiliary views. Please take note of this. Auxiliary views are used to show the true shape. They are used to show the true shape of features that are not parallel to any of the principal planes of projection. Okay, and they can also be used to show features in a view where they appear true size, so that they can be dimensioned We can also use auxiliary view to determine views which provide critical decision. Auxiliary views are used to show the principal planes, that is the plan, the elevation and the end elevation. I've explained all of this, but don't worry if it's looking confusing. By the time we get into practical drawing now, you'll be able to understand all of that. Okay, please, but just take note of the fundamentals. The fundamentals are that we can either draw, we can either project from the elevation. If we project from the elevation like this, projecting using each of the corners, if we project from the elevation, okay, in a particular angle given to us, you can see in this question we have angle 45, meaning that we have to project from the corners using what, 45 degree. Okay, and when we project, because we are projecting from the elevation, what we are going to be having by the time we draw is what, auxiliary plan, because we'll be transferring the plan. Okay, I will teach us how to do that. We're going to be transferring the plan here on the projections that we have. Also, when we are projecting from the plan, this we're using the edges. Okay, what we are going to be getting, okay, is auxiliary elevation. So our focus is on these two, the elevation and the plan. So I'll be doing that in my next video. Please, I want you to follow up in the next video so that you will see how we are going to draw the auxiliary plan and auxiliary elevation of these views. So it's better, it's good we start with a simple views. It's better we start with simple views, then from there we begin to graduate to more complex one. Okay, auxiliary drawing is very simple and interesting. It's very easy. All you just need to do is to show more interest in it, and once you know it, you have grabbed it, and with series of practice you'll be able to get it. Thank you very much. Please, you have to see the this drawing in the next video. Okay, thank you very much. God bless you.